Here come the Pats the other way as they take it away at the blue line. Temple on a 2-on-1 with Shantz. Shantz going to the front of the net. Got the puck to him, but it comes off his stick. And Hildebrand is laid out trying to cover it up. Temple gets it loose. Blissel not blown. Sent in front. Shantz alone. And the Pats score. And with that, the Regina Pats will take the first game of the season in a thriller, as in the back of the net, Zach Shantz finds the overtime winner.
1 minute of the overtime as Zimmer picks up speed in right wing. Stops, leaves it for Thorpe, fresh off the bench, a shot! He scores! Overtime winner for Tyler Thorpe, and the Giants' first game of 24-25. They are victorious on Thorpe's first of the season.
For Spokane up the middle. So much speed to the right circle. Here it comes. Shoots up. Rebound wide open and they score. Owen Shetler, the overtime winner. And Spokane takes the season opener 4-3 in overtime.
At the 1:49 mark of overtime on the 38th shot on a rebound, Spokane scores Owen Shetler.
Move it the opposite way now. Resny pivots. Surveys, top of the right-hand circle. Resny across, Verhoff scores! Royals win! Keaton Verhoff with his second goal of the game! The overtime winner!
Now Wilkie darts in looking for the puck. It gets past him. Now Lethbridge out to neutral zone. Wormald into Red Deer's end. He's got a lane shot. Scores! Logan Wormald wins it in overtime for Lethbridge. And the Hurricanes pull off the come-from-behind victory 2-1.
Moving up the ice. Smith to the corner. Fryer takes the body. Sloan works on front. Shot. Scores! Garland wins it in overtime on the pass from Sloan. And the Tri-City Americans win 5-4 in overtime.
One minute to go in overtime. Can the Pats survive it? Here we go. Ty Spencer by himself as Chichkin goes off. Spencer, nifty move. Spencer to the net. He scores! And there is your Sunday afternoon knockout.
You know, all the adversity, you're without Tanner Howe, you get a couple of questionable penalties called against you.
Saskatoon's Ty Spencer puts the dagger in the Warriors.
Smith behind his net, watched by Lodwick. Lodwick, Crocker, and Christensen out for the Raiders as McKenzie gets it on the right side of center. Watched by Christensen, now stretch pass, finds its way ahead for Heslop, and he scores! The Silvertips take the overtime win over the Prince Albert Raiders here with 1:43 left to go in overtime as Jesse Heslop puts this one in for the 3-2 victory.
Now, Heslop with some room in over the line. Toe drags to the middle, still with his shot. There's an opportunity. Shot banging away and still loose. They score! Everett Silvertips for the second straight night win on their East Division road trip in overtime.
In favor of the Wild. Racing in right wing, Chaudhry trying to settle it on the snow. Push free with Leighton Feist, brings it ahead 2-on-1. Back checking is Andreessen, wrist shot, Feist scores. And the Blazers head into Wenatchee and grab a 2-1 overtime victory.
And a Parasak for a breakaway, but taken back by Portland, and it's a breakaway for Buttazzoni. Backhand scores! Diego Buttazzoni, the overtime winner, and the Winterhawks win it 4-3 in overtime.
With 59.4 seconds left in overtime, Buttazzoni delivers for the Portland Winterhawks, a game winner.
To center on the left wing, trying to bust through. Nice move, scores! 12 seconds into overtime. A dazzler by Schmidt, and Vancouver wins it 4-3.
10 to go in overtime. Jackson Smith in behind his net will now start up ice. Smith gaining speed on right wing into the Kamloops zone. Smith waits and
steps up the boards, plenty of daylight, and he had absolutely, from the second he had the puck, stepped up and said, I'm going to end this.
Throws it ahead, and Lewandowski with Lazowski, 2-on-1. Lazowski moving in, shot, scores! Winner, chicken dinner, Brandon Lazowski. His first goal of the season is an overtime winner. The Blades get a late goal in the third period to tie it, and they get a victory in overtime tonight over the Regina Pats by a score of 4-3.
Yeah, and it's a great defensive play by Blades captain Ben Saunderson. Makes a play in his own end, hits David Lewandowski, who is one of the great passers in the Western Hockey League already. Goes across to Lazowski, and Lazowski makes no mistake.
So he leaves it for Mayo. Watch by Moranov. He'll deal it off to Guard. Guard back on the left wing boards now to Mayo. Mayo crisscrossing with Dranchak. Walks the line looking for a shooting lane. Here it comes. Scores! Hunter Mayo has his second of the night, and the Red Deer Rebels have won 10 straight against Calgary. This one is 5-4 in overtime.
Goes to the wall by Josh Zakreski. Would have been a tough tip. Here comes Kamloops. Look out, 2-on-1. Blazers right side, past the center. They score. Kamloops left side hash mark earn their second road victory of the season on a backdoor tap-in. Tommy Lafreniere was there on the odd man rush.
Broncos make a switch as Misselbacher in, scores! An absolute rocket! Luke Misselbacher walks it off in overtime! Broncos win 6-5! As they enter the zone, and oh boy, what a shot from Luke Misselbacher.
Fresh legs again. Andreessen onto the ice. Hayden Moore eyeballing a change himself. He heads off. Sherbina left wing. Feeds a pass. Here comes Seitz. Seitz, rich shot. He scores! Wild win! 5 home safely!
Szysowski, Jugnoth off the draw. Jordan Gavin cutting to the goal. Fires on. Puck is loose. Sloan scores! Jake Sloan wins it in overtime for Tri-City. It's a 4-game winning streak. 4-3, the final score.
Molendyke attacking up the near side. Stops up, moves to the middle, hands it off, and right to the backhand, scores! This highly skilled unit for Saskatoon was always going to be dangerous in overtime. They proved it there, and they scoop up the second point.
Catton. Ekstrom, open right side, snaps a shot and scores! Rasmus Ekstrom wins it in overtime as Spokane takes it by a final score of 4-3.
To go in overtime, win with speed. Makes a move on Kindle and drives up the near side. At the left circle, he cuts back to the middle. Wins, stills and fires, scores! End-to-end overtime winner for Marcus Wynn!
Well, Marcus Wynn waltzes right in end-to-end all alone and roofs it top shelf for the game winner for the Brandon Wheat Kings.
Well, you'll see that goal by Marcus Wynn on the plays of the week. I shouldn't wonder. And the Wheat Kings, with 3 of 4 on the weekend, send 4,000 plus home happy.
Massive stop. Another breakaway save from Ateka. Back comes Tri-City. Terrell Goldsmith over the line. Down the slot. He scores! First goal as an American is an overtime winner. Ateka, he's looking up ice as he fires it ahead to Curran, trying to catch the Silvertips on a change, and they do. Curran in the high slot, down low. Jake Goodell, backdoor feed, scores! Jake Sloan wins it in overtime. It's a 9-game winning streak for Tri-City.
Well, you'll note the net is off, Foch, but it was knocked off by Sanch. So it's not going to matter. It's a perfectly good goal. He's the one that put the net off. puck went right in the middle of the net.
Carries it up the left wing. Parasite trying to chip it ahead, but it's taken away by Brandon Lazowski. He'll carry up the right wing. Dumansky trying to hurry back, but here's Lazowski to win the game, and he scores! Brandon Lazowski, the overtime winner, and the Blades win it 5-4.
Taking advantage of a turnover, Lazowski shows his speed, delivers the OT winner 2 minutes into overtime. The Saskatoon Blades at one point trailed by a 4-2 count in the third period of play have rallied for a 5-4 victory over the Prince George Cougars.
Pass on up. Miskey fell. Pass into the middle. Here comes Keller. Keller, top of the slot. Shot in, scores! Keller scores as the Royals give it up at the blue line, and that will do it. Kamloops Blazers get the extra point.
Crisscrossing there with Tolk, looking for a shooting lane. Work it deep down the boards. Reverse it back up top. Viston to Yakimchuk. Across ice feed, they score on the power play to win it in overtime, and they Hitman 7 for 7 here at the Showware Center, and they've won 10 straight road games against Seattle. They convert the power play in extra time.
Line to the far corner, he feeds it back out front, scores! Christensen knocked it out of midair, an overtime winner from the Raiders captain with perfect hand-eye coordination, and the Raiders steal the second
can't
point.
get a shot away. Crampton again, he'll rotate to the blue line. He'll skate in, here's a shot, he'll score! He beats Yari Kekkonen to the blocker's side, and the Spokane Chiefs remain undefeated in overtime, 3 victories and no losses. And for Braden Crampton, the hero tonight, his 3rd goal of the campaign. It comes 51 seconds into the extra session. And for the Chiefs, their 12th victory of the year.
Kometz leaves it for Riley Height. Height out of his own zone. Height into the attacking zone. Leaves it for Cohen. Seymour, he shoots! He scores! Cohen! Seymour! Overtime winner! Cougars win!
Dramatic. How about the top goal scorer on the PG Cougars delivering again? That's his 17th of the season.
Into the slot, fires, blocked, rebound down low, centering, feed. Yakimchuk couldn't get it to go. Tri-City takes it away. They're going to try and go 2-on-1. On right wing is Goodell. Over the line, Jake Goodell, Wade fires on, he scores!
Goodell with goals in 6 straight in the final 3:09. Good on him, and the Americans just keep winning.
Every single night they find a way.
Lakovic fed out front. Urocha gets a piece of it with a stick. And now one last call for the Broncos, perhaps. As Misselbacher looking to take off. 1-on-3. Makes a move. Great individual effort. Backhand. Scores! He's done it again! Luke Misselbacher caps off a 4-point night. And the Broncos walk it off in overtime. 4-3. Sweeping the home with the Warriors. And how do you like them now?
It to himself on the inside, handed it off for Temple from the right circle. Temple fires, blocked by Manti. Temple on his own rebound, across for a shot, scores! Spencer, the overtime hero, snaps an 8-game skid for Regina, set up by Brandon's own Cole Temple as the Wheat Kings overtime woes continue. Back to Manti in the middle with room. Manti to Peter for a one-timer. Huey the pad save. Wheat Kings on the rebound. Jacobson across to Peter for a shot, scores! Dominic Peter, bullseye, and overtime winner! You can call it everything but the kitchen sink, and it took that for the Brandon Wheat Kings tonight. 44 shots on goal, but the last one sends the crowd home happy.
Andreessen over the blue line, feeds it to the net, forehand chance, point blank, and a save made off the pads of Kobelka. Up the right wing, Moranov, 2-on-1. Wrist shot, he scores, Hitmen win. Driving it in up the right wing, and he goes to the glove side low.
Now Robertson, he will circle back and slow things down. Colton Roberts for the Giants. 1:05 to go. He took a spill, lost the puck. A 2-on-1. Yaremko right side. In front, they score. Ryder Thompson, the overtime hero for the Portland Winterhawks. They win 6-5. over the Vancouver Giants.
They can't get to him. Dragicevic is now getting a bit of battle here with McKenna as the Raiders getting a little too close for comfort together. McKenna picks the pocket of Mercick. McKenna towards the net. Cross ice feed for Martin. He scores! Hunter St. Martin wins this one in overtime for the Medicine Hat Tigers. And with that, the Raiders will extend their points.
Drops Kipke, and the rebound block goes all the way to center. That'll almost do it on the penalty to Reshny. 9 seconds left. Hitman power play. Plods along. Yakimchuk into the offensive zone. Swings one back to Kindle. He'll feed it high to Oliver Tulk. Left circle. Yakimchuk scores! Sweet victory! Overtime style for the Calgary Hitmen. A Yakimchuk power play goal in a 5-4 win over Victoria.
Down the left side. Calvert for Parr. He shoots. He scores! Parr wins it in overtime for the Blades as they come away with the extra points and get back in the win column here in Co-op Place. The Tigers, a valiant effort, but not able to come away with the extra point.
Behind the net. Lean feed center McKenzie. He'll accept it, rocket blow line. He'll skate in, winning, holding, shot, blocked by Price, goes back by the net. Came out in front, they score! It's Hamill, the game-winning goal. It came off the end board, and Jake Pilon not quick enough to go from his left to his right to stand his ground at the far post. Caden Hamill plays the role of hero tonight for the Tips. They fight back from a 3-goal deficit. They score the final 4 goals of the game.
Holding at the point. To the slot, Lopinen. Has it poked away by Hamill. Race for the puck. Hamill throws a hit. Nudges it free. Loose near post. Lopinen throws it to the blue line. Miskey holds. 5 seconds left. His shot. He scores. With 5.2 seconds left, the Victoria Royals get a game winner from Nate Miskey. And the Royals steal one in Everett. A 3-2 final.
Take off the other way. Haliburta on left wing. Puck bobbled on him. Now he fires on. Stopped by Preston. Rebound clear to the far boards. Great chances at both ends here as Vancouver's got the puck again. They'll feed it down low to the goal in front, and they score. Jaden Lipinski gets his second of the game, and the Vancouver Giants win it in overtime. 3-2 is the final score. We'll take a break and come back to your post-game show. You're listening to Americans Hockey on 95.3 U-Rock Radio.
Gives it off to Ben Kindle. And now Oliver Tulk. And now Kindle's wide open on the far wing. Moving in. Takes the shot. He scores! Ben Kindle, a hat-trick goal in overtime. 29 seconds in. Gives the Calgary Hitmen the extra point in the standings.
Therefore, at 3:45 to go in overtime. Lucas Sauchin, drop feed for Ethan McKenzie. McKenzie drops it again for Lucas Sauchin at center. Now works his way into the zone, left wing side. Sauchin trying to cut to the net. Lucas Sauchin, backhander stopped by Pine. Now out in front, Grayson Sauchin, he couldn't pull the trigger. Into the circle, across, Lucas Sauchin, scores! Don't it feel good? Lucas Sauchin from Grayson Sauchin, and the Oil Kings beat the Pats 3-2 in overtime.
There's an errant stick from a Blazer who lost it trying to check him. So Yakimchuk gives the puck to Tulk. He's under duress. Shook off that checker. Front of the net play. Misses Adazinski at the side of the goal. Adazinski will get it back in the right corner. That Blazer's got his stick back, but Yakimchuk stepped by him. Took the shot. He scores! There it is! Call it Mount Yakimchuk, now the highest scoring defenseman in franchise history. And what a way to do it! Overtime magic!
Unable to dance around Pantelakis. Now drives down the right wing side to the net. The backhand, he scores! Second of the game for Kovacevic, his 19th of the year, and for Kovacevic, his 19th of the year, and Moose Jaw seals it in overtime, defeating Regina 4-3.
From number 9. He's a player, folks, at Emmett Finney. There's Cameron Schmidt. He's out there now. Haven't seen him in a while, and that's a dangerous guy. He's on the puck now, able to walk out of the corner, and he scores! Cameron Schmidt almost on cue. Takes it off the back bar, out of the corner, and that's what he does. He is a game wrecker and a game changer.
The right side, working against Kindle, jams the brakes. Kindle will harass him. Down goes St. Martin, and Calgary takes off 3-on-1. Kindle with Yakimchuk, gave it to him, back to Kindle, one time, scores! the final.
Verhoff looking to turn the opposite way. Another 2-on-1 for Isogai and Lazowski. This time Isogai takes. Isogai walks. Shot. Saved by Sanj. Rebound for Verhoff. Verhoff into the middle. Isogai winds. Fires. Saved by Sanj. Poke from Verhoff. Scores! Royals win! Keaton Verhoff from Kenta Isogai.
Brings it to his own blue line, drops it back to Jackson Feuder. 2 assists on the night for him. Brings it up the right wing side as a 2-on-1. Now Feuder shoots, big rebound. What a save by Pine! He steals a game-winning goal away from Peterson. Now the Pats speed the other way. Brown stops on the right wing side. What a tremendous save by Kelton Pine to keep this game alive for Regina. Pass into the slot, shot, scores! Braxton Whitehead rips home the game winner. Kelton Pine, the hero at one end, Braxton Whitehead at the other, and the Regina Pats pick up the overtime victory by a final score of 4-3. So they'll start over again in their own end. Parr to Reich. Speed, it's a 2-on-1. He's got Parr cutting up the middle. Reich, right slot, shoots. Whiskey save, puck trickles in and they score. Tyler Parr knocks it home, and the Saskatoon Blades score the winner 43 seconds into overtime. And the Red Deer Rebels suffer a 3-2 defeat here at the Peavey Mart Centrium.
We'll get it right back. McNutt delays, lets the shot go. Pad save was there. They score! Pushed in by Zach Panalakis. Aiden Ziprick said it was covered. That's what Hutchinson is saying as well as the Pats celebrate an overtime winning goal. What do you think, Derek?
Couldn't tell if it was completely covered or if it was free. It looks like it's covered there and then pushes his pad in.
The end with Kettles, but still time. Jazelski in the slot. Bus in, he gets away from Mail. He scores!
Stops, waits, trying to find it, lost it, poke free, Finney! Couldn't get the shot away. Keller falls on the play, backhand scores! Keller scores! Overtime winner, Blazers win! What a wild ending tonight! Keller tied it, he gets the overtime winner, and the Blazers pour off the bench in a wild one tonight at the Sandman Center. An overtime victory against the Vancouver Giants. Keller from his knees throws the dagger.
Garland trying to force it out to center. Hurricanes get it back again. Down the slot. Edwards hooks it across. Warmold off the post. He scores. Logan Warmold completes the hat trick in overtime. And the Americans drop this game by a score of 3-2.
I'm sure they'll look at that upstairs.
To join Harsani and Saunderson. Drop feed, picked off. Here's Scott. He's going to shovel it ahead. Harsani on a breakaway. Hayden Harsani, deep shot, scores! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hayden Harsani. Welcome to Saskatoon. Yes, you've scored some already, but there is your first game-winning goal as a Blade, as Saskatoon comes back from 3-1 down after 2 periods to defeat the Red Deer Rebels 4-3 in overtime.
One on right wing, and move to center ice. Here's a lead feed. Sherman with a clear cut. Breakaway! He'll score! Braden Sherman, the hero tonight for Seattle. He's able to beat Jake Pilon. That was on the breakaway chance. And Sherman, playing in only his 3rd game in a Seattle Thunderbird uniform, crashes into the end board after scoring that goal. And the 20-year-old with great speed, but he was unable to put the brakes on and crashed then and slid into the inboard. But again, he'll make his way at least up to one skate, which is good to see. I think he'll be A-okay.
Looks to face and fire. Poke checked off his stick. Wild retreat and start anew. Sights right wing. Fakes it left. Tries to bring it through Hamill. He's got it to the net. Brings it on. Backhand. He scores. Wild win. Drive home safely. They've done it again.
Play it back to Emmett Finney. Finney and Lafreniere. Finney might have a lane here. Finney cuts in, shoots! Finney started it. Finney ends it in overtime. Blazers win 4-3 over the Kelowna Rockets in one of the wildest finishes you'll see this season. They mark Finney to our broadcast right. Teams over there.
Lodwick, a a shot, blocked by Seepman. Lodwick with it, in front, shot scores! Justice Christensen, second goal of the game, an overtime winner for the Prince Albert Raiders with 1:29 left to go in the overtime period.
Tittleback still tight to his check. Wilkie drops it up high for Brzezinski. Now taken over by Bernie. Thorpe defending on him. Wilkie again. A shot from out high. Easy stick save from Hood. And Thorpe from the corner trying to swing it out. It'll just come out to center. Right back into the Broncos. 3-on-2. Bernie fires and scores. He ends this game. What a shot to the top corner. Brady Bernie, his 22nd goal of the season in his 250th career game. And it's a 3-2 win for the Broncos.
He'll figure eight with 2:20 left in OT. Smith crosses for Raymond. He's in. Raymond far circle to his backhand. Smith chips it wide. Raymond tucks it home. Silver Tips win it. Dominic Raymond, overtime hero. And all the way down with 35 seconds left in the penalty. Carter Bear charging fourth. Bear through the neutral zone, joined by Temple and Heslop. Slides it to Smith in the high slot. He scores! Light the ramp, baby! The Smith, the overtime winner. The Silver Tips win it 5-4.
Now Height trying to find a lane, turns back again. Now he'll bank it forward for Zemer on right wing. Sloan able to break that up. Sloan stumbles. Americans trying to get control, and they do. Chance for a 2-on-1. Sloan on left wing with Verk. Sloan across Savin. Verk scores! Hat trick! Overtime winner for Savin Verk. Tri-City 4. Prince George 3.
Picked off, the Blades are looking back the other direction. Pulling into the clear is Williams. Williams to the backhand, scores! 17.2 to go in overtime. It only takes the one turnover. Williams buries a beauty.
That space and back off. Mineo steps ahead, turn the puck over, but Hodnett couldn't reach it. Mineo got it back. He'll bring it to center now. 2-on-2 into the Edmonton zone. Drops one back. It's Tulk down to Mineo. Backhand, scores! Sweet victory, overtime style. Sawyer Mineo, the hero. Calgary takes it 4-3.
He has to work the puck back, and making a change are the Wild, but the Broncos get a chance to come on. Here's Dzing, gets away from Sherbina. Right circle, keeping and firing shot, rolls through, scores! Carlin Dzing sneaks it through, a sledgehammer to the heart, and the Broncos come back and win it in overtime. 2-1 the final. Carlin Dzing.
Smersik, the former Tiger, back to the right wall. Aiden Oiring walks into the high slot, feeds one over Oiring. Dragosevic, one-timer, he scores. Lucas Dragosevic wins it in overtime for the Raiders with his 12th of the year. And the Tiger losing streak extends to 3, and the Raiders snap their losing streak and get a huge 2 points in the Eastern Division.
Rebound along the left wall. Reshny at the point. Kipke left circle, back to Reshny. Hit the post as it kicks out. Reshny back with it, right circle. Reshny moves in, a shot on net by Isagai, turned away by Esler. Comes back over to Kipke, 9 seconds left, a shot and a score! Kipke from the left circle, as the fans are really gonna let Trevor Nolan hear about it now. As the Royals score with 6 seconds left on the power play and win it in overtime.
Yakimchuk up top, right side of the ice to Ben Kindle. Now to Yakimchuk. Kind of rolled on him, settles it down, back over to Kindle. Up top, Yakimchuk. Left circle shot, Tulk scores! Sweet victory, overtime style. Oliver Tulk wins it. Calgary 3, Lethbridge 2.
With it, Catton holds, comes out front, out, and almost shoots and scores! Shaman home with 2:08 left in overtime, and Spokane wins this game by a final score of 4-3.
87
and 96 all time. Here's Smith, a shot, he scores! Comeback complete! Shane Smith, a bullet!
An angle, sights face guarding. Gets a hip and a stick, got him spun off his feet. Handed back, sharp angle try, Garrett swats it aside, trying to jam it home. It is still in front of the net. Now they throw it home and score. And the Winterhawks take it 6-5. Zakreski with a throw. And Portland, halfway through the overtime, sends the Winterhawks on to Kent for a Saturday night showdown with 2 points on this Friday. The Wild get one.
Slowly across center. Gets to the Red Deer line, he's by himself. Now he circles back to neutral territory with 33 seconds left. Dranchak and Lewandowski go to the ice. Saunderson brings the puck into Red Deer territory. Saunderson, top of the right circle, drops it off. Williams, Lewandowski slams Dranchak to the ice. No penalty, fans want one. Saunderson slot, Lewandowski, shot, scores! Lewandowski escapes penalty in the neutral zone, and then he scores the overtime winner, and the Red Deer Rebels and their fans and their coaches are absolutely livid, and they have every right to be as the Saskatoon Blades come in and pick up the overtime victory over your Red Deer Rebels by a score of 3-2 as Lewandowski gets away with mugging Samuel Dranchak in the neutral zone and scores the overtime winner.
Coming in on the end boards, gets a hip in, trying to tie him up from Sherbina. 30 saves tonight for Ratzlaff, but the Wild drive it ahead 2-on-1. Cooper, wrist shot, they score! Wild win! Drive home safely!
Attacking low, it's Weiermeyer waiting, spinning, has it in the slot, swings around to the right circle, and pulls this one to the top of the zone, handing it off to Chizowski. Kyle Chizowski cutting back in, shoots, scores! The captain calls game, his second hat-trick of the season, and Portland beats Wenatchee 4-3 in overtime.
That's what you need. You need your veteran players to make veteran plays. Alex Weiermeyer with the pass at the Wenatchee blue line. Kyle Chizowski with a deke and a 5-hole beat on Alex Garrett. 4-3 Portland in overtime. What a game.
In his own zone up the left side, he's got Lynn. Now the Rocket zone, trying to go wide and lost the puck to Sharp. Into the corner, Papanicus now will take it. So the Rockets with their first possession. Up the far side, here's Sharp, one-on-one on Tittleback, a toe drag, trying to dangle in front, takes it behind the net, and tried to tuck it home, and he scores. Sharp wins it in overtime for the Rockets, 4-3, the final score.
Smith gonna bring this one ahead. Last minute of play brought to you by our friends at Mr. Mike's. Shane Smith finds a lane now, fires from the left side, and he scores. This one's over. The Hurricanes win it with 55 seconds left in overtime. Shane Smith puts one on goal, and it squeaks by Hildebrand.
Caswell, his chance to win it. Can't get a shot off though. Pass is blocked. And now give and go. Open again. Missile back. He's done it again against the Warriors in overtime. Luke Misselbacher, your hero in overtime. Broncos win 3-2. It was nuts.
Center is loose, the puck in front of the goal. Lipinski on his backhand finds Lynn to his backhand, poked away. Odd man rush for Tri-City. Jackson Smith on left wing with Burke. Smith left circle, fires, he scores! Second overtime winner of the season for Jackson Smith. It's a 3-2 Tri-City win.
On the one-timer. Royals like to turn the opposite way. Lazowski with Kipke. Kipke to Lazowski. Scores! Brandon Lazowski, the overtime winner.
Mayo Del Duby has it. He takes it. A shot. Saved by Dick again. Rebound. Dick another save. The puck's still loose. And now taken away. Here come the Broncos the other way. It's Misselbacher with Caswell. Trailer. Mayo. Broncos walk it off, and
defeat the Prince Albert Raiders 4-3. Oh, the backs of Reed Dick's brilliance in goal. Broncos win 4-3.
Laid back to the near hash marks. Rolls onto the stick of McMillan. McMillan driving this one out. Wild looking for speed coming up the right wing. McMillan brings it back to the right side. Sends it in front. They score! Wild win! Drive! Home! Safely!
The stick of Pikash coming to center ice. He'll work his way on side right wing. Drop it back to Martirana. Back to the right circle. In front. Oh, fanning on the shot. The T-Birds have a chance on the doorstep. Murtka couldn't put it home. And the Americans break the other way 2-on-1. Goldsmith and Sloan. Shot. Score. Jackson Smith put it over the left shoulder of Ratzlaff. And the Americans win it.
Cooper on his own blue line. Drops it back to Andreessen. Americans have Why Not Curran and Ellick out there right now. Here's Andreessen over to Maddox McHaggerty on left wing. Down the wing, he'll find in the slot. Dawson Seitz scores! Third overtime winner of the year for Seitz, and the Wild do it again. They win all 4 games at the Toyota Center this season. 3-2 the final score.
Yeah, really.
Comes to Weisblatt, a shot, he scores! Oasis Weisblatt, the Tiger captain, wins it. Oasis Weisblatt, his second of the night, as the Tigers take it 6-5 in overtime.
Puck at the left point in the Red Deer end. Oring up the left wall. He'll take it to the net. Fights off Josephson, but a good stick there by Shore to make sure that puck went wide. Now the Rebels turn it over. Oring's all alone down low. Holds on to it. Scores. Aiden Oring's hat trick goal in overtime eliminates Red Deer officially from playoff contention. And the Prince Albert Raiders pick up the 4-3 win at the Centrium.
Stops on the wall. Looks to the middle. Flamin right circle. Shot. Scores. 44 seconds into the overtime period as the Wheat Kings take the regular season finale 5-4 in overtime.
Over the line. Christensen through for Doobie. The deflection. He scores. Braden Doobie, the overtime hero. And the Raiders are in first place in the East Division, tied with the Saskatoon Blades.
Komet's into the Victoria zone. Komet pulls to right. In front. Saber scores! King Cohen in his final regular season WHL game wins it for Prince George.
Who else but Cohen Seamer? He is the all-time leading goal scorer for the PG Cougars. He adds another one, his 37th of the season.
Calling for a fresh man is Temple. Stepping onto the ice to replace him is Jesse Heslop. Heslop through center. Casco steps off for Everett. Heslop, drop pass, right point, Miettinen looking back door. Dangles it to the net, they score. And the Everett Silvertips win in overtime as the regular season closes here in the Wolves' Den. Time of that goal will be 2:53 of overtime.